Roughly 36 years ago, the TV landscape would have all of its typical tropes and conventions challenged in an unprecedented way due to ABC rolling the dice on a cinema auteur. The end result would find the medium, as well as how the public engages with it, forever altered. America may have been asking who killed Laura Palmer, but in the end, I am left with one burning question. Just what the hell did David Lynch do to television? Hi, my name's Derek J. Hoover, and this is how Twin Peaks and David Lynch changed television forever.
I like coffee. Is that right?
You have found the monkey.
Oh, no. We're not. I don't think we're allowed to do that anymore.
So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
69, dudes! Well, there's a problem right there, Vern.
Hey, Willie.
Goonies never say die!
I know you are, but what am I?
I know you are, but what am I?
And knowing is half the battle.
Autobots, roll out. Thunder! Thundercat!
Gordon's alive.
Oh, yeah!
It only takes a spark. It only takes a spark to start.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Yesterdaze. I am, of course, your host, Derek Hoover, and I am joined by Dustin Wyckoff and Jason Hosher.
I rarely do this. You both have to stop making fun of the handicapped. I will not be a part of the
Jason!
I will not be a part of the show anymore.
Sir, that is not at all what we're
I have
doing.
a line.
I'm the backwards man. I'm the backwards man.
That's it. That does it. That is it. Folks, welcome to another episode of Yesterdaze. It's me, Derek, Dustin, and Jason. We are here and we are now. It is the kickoff of March.
You guys know that the backwards man is handicapped?
Well,
It is Tom Green.
Freddy got fingered. Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you watch the full movie?
Yeah.
His girlfriend was handicapped too. She liked getting whacked in the shins with a cane.
I remember her being a hot little number, too.
Yeah, she was in Super
weird
Troopers.
movie.
Yeah, she was the lone lady, right?
Yep.
The Lone
Darla.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
impossible to say what her name is.
Holy shit.
She dressed like a biker, right?
At
Yeah,
one point.
yeah. Meanwhile, the other cop is dressed like a cyclist.
Cycler, yeah.
Like, oh, bikers. I'm an idiot.
Kind of funny. Stands up.
Holds up, baby. How we doing, boys?
Good. I'm
Yeah.
I'm caffeinated.
You
and
are
I'm not
caffeinated.
normally this caffeinated.
Having ourselves a damn fine cup of coffee.
Yeah.
A damn good cherry pie, too. And that's not a joke. In celebration of what we're talking about tonight, we have coffee, we have cherry pie, and we have donuts.
And I have an apple fritter pre-roll.
Yes, you do.
I really leaned into it.
Yes, you do.
Metric fuck ton of sugar and caffeine. This is how they got things done, though, in the 80s and 90s.
That's how you got it done.
What do you do
And the occasional shoebox of Coke.
when you got a bunch of kids getting ready for school in the morning? What do you give them? You're giving them a Pop-Tart. You're giving them a toaster strudel.
Yeah.
That's sugar. That's carbs right out the door.
Sugar smacks.
Dad's drinking down a half gallon of coffee.
I do
Got to
it.
get work done.
I'm big on coffee and contemplation these days.
What are you contemplating? How much coffee you can drink?
Yeah. Typically.
Is it damn fine good coffee?
It's a damn fine coffee. This is the best damn coffee I've ever had.
Wow. Now, Dustin and I we're really stretching our limits here because we don't drink coffee.
No,
and we're
I'm-
doing it for you.
I'm the coffee maniac.
You're the coffee guy.
Oh, yeah.
My hearts are racing.
Yeah. So I do see your left hand seems a little jittery.
I'm stimming much more than usual.
Yes,
It's noticeable now.
It's like I
can
just am
usually
like,
keep
whoa,
it under control.
What's going on with your left hand there, buddy?
I think about 11:45 a.m. tomorrow, there's going to be a crash at work. It's going to be hard.
Just have some fruit when you wake up.
It's
Maybe
like that
have
all
a-
syrup squishy.
Have a
Hold on, Derek's going to cure me. Go ahead.
have some solid protein for breakfast. Maybe get up, make yourself about 3 or 4 eggs, and do you have a good breakfast in the morning?
I usually take an apple to work.
Really? That's
I don't eat
Is that,
breakfast.
is that hard to believe?
No, I actually that makes sense.
I
That's for you.
subscribe to the hunter-gatherer philosophy where breakfast is not necessary. You need to be hungry to find your next meal, which will be lunch.
Yeah, but like hunters and gatherers had to hunt and gather.
Yeah.
Like we just like walk over to like a machine.
Yeah, so I just don't eat breakfast.
And then
I eat at lunch.
Then you gather what you've hunted out of a machine.
It's it's a Mary
same way.
Calendar casserole.
You gather what you possibly procure at a Popeyes drive-thru.
Yep.
You used to go hunting though with your dad, right?
I did.
And I forget, you did not ever catch or shoot a deer.
No, I was usually the decoy. He would.
Is that why you have all those gunshot scars?
I would go and walk the timber line, and try to spook something up, and he would be stationed at a different point.
Now, this was just an excuse for your dad to cover you in deer piss, right?
No, thankfully that never happened.
Or was Chuck secretly trying to hunt the most dangerous game?
Dustin was the Achilles of his time. His dad would hold him by the ankle, dip him in piss, bring him out, and say, "Go get him, boy."
Go get him, boy.
No, I had a gun as well, so it's like if I came upon one and I could shoot at it, great. But he was ready further down if they ran that.
Did he
way.
dress you like a deer, Brett, by chance?
No, I dressed myself
like a deer.
Yeah.
Okay.
A sexy one.
Sexy deer.
I thought it worked for Bugs Bunny.
He just
I knew
used
it
the back half. Dustin just dressed like the. You know, it's
Should have
always
seen my gams.
Just flitting that tail up.
four-legged animals. There's always two guys in a suit.
Yeah.
Dustin's just the back
He's just
half.
back half.
They called me Tumnus, Mr. Tumnus. Hell yeah!
Mr. Tumnus was dressed well. Wasn't he usually
He had a
dressed
great
well?
scarf.
Yeah.
He had a great scarf. That really was his only article of clothing, but goddamn.
And he had hair.
Burberry.
Oh, yeah, it was a beautiful scarf.
Because that's Charles Xavier, right?
Correct.
Yes, one of the Charles Xaviers.
Mr. Tumnus got crippled and lost his hair.
He got shot.
Oh, yeah, it was James McAvoy, wasn't it?
It was James
That's-
McAvoy.
Wow. How many of those films did they make?
Narnia, I think
3?
they made 3.
Were there any returning cast members, or did they they waited way too long to make all of them?
No, I know
think they have some of the same. I own them all.
I know they came back. The kids all came back in the second movie, which I think was The Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
Yep.
And then I think the third one was Prince Caspian.
Correct.
And I think all the kids came back.
These
for
are the
Prince Caspian.
C.S. Lewis Chronicles of Narnia. And there's,
Yes.
I believe there are 7 books.
The Chronic.
What? Coles?
Of Narnia. That's right.
Mr. Pibb, Red Vines equals crazy delicious.
I always like the Silver Chair and that song Suicidal Dreams. Was that C.S. Lewis?
That's different. I did.
Don't change my dreams.
Magician's Nephew wasn't bad. I've read most
It's
of
like
it.
the
if not all
Sorcerer's
books.
Apprentice, but Christian.
I was going to say this. That's
Yes.
He's getting lazy with the names.
Yeah,
It was the Magician's Nephew?
that was one
That's
of the
not.
books.
That's a bad name.
The Illusionist's niece.
Yeah. The Baker's Mailman.
the 3-card Monty scammer's second cousin.
Come on, C.S. Lewis.
Come on,
Is this what inspires him? Come on.
come on now.
Crippling satisfactoriness with his naming.
Yes. Well, gang, I got some admonishment at the top, and I will drink this in. I made a mistake, and it was pointed out by old Kaner, Seth Kane. But in my defense, I
Keep
do
him
this.
humble, Seth.
I do this all the time.
I don't know what he's alluding to.
I fucked up in the Indiana Jones episode. I said that Laurence Olivier. At one point in the episode, I said Laurence Olivier was in King Ralph. It was Peter O'Toole.
Oh.
I didn't say it in the moment. I just let it go because I didn't think it was worth hijacking the conversation.
Yeah.
And I
but I
didn't
see
say-
you,
yeah.
Seth Kane.
I see you, Seth Kane.
I didn't say it in the moment when Derek was doing our interview and he called Laura Palmer Sarah Palmer.
Oh crap! Did I?
Yeah.
Oh god damn it!
You're really...
Wait, no. What are you talking about when I was talking about the origin of Bob?
I don't know.
No, because Sarah Palmer was her mom, and
Oh, was it?
I did say Sarah Palmer.
Oh, then my
but
mistake. Then I'm wrong. Then
It's
I
okay.
should be admonished.
We did an interview?
I still love
Yeah,
you.
we did.
Spoiler alert: there's an interview. We'll throw to it here later. We got an interview for this episode.
It's me and this cherry pie. And I'm like, how are you this good for $10 at Schnuck?
I'm not gonna lie, dude. A $10 fucking cherry pie at Schnucks. This is some magic. This Schnucks must be where pies go when they die.
She's my cherry pie. Cool drink of water, such a sweet surprise. Tastes so good, make a grown man cry. Sweet cherry
Is that good? I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
That's what Kyle MacLachlan says.
How did you get this interview?
As we stated at the top, this episode is diving into Twin Peaks and how it affected television moving forward, which is fitting because at the time of recording, tomorrow is Twin Peaks Day.
Yeah, that's is it like the Juggalo Day? What happens? Do everybody get their log out?
Everybody gets their log out, and they
talk to each other.
They just drown it in Faygo.
And that's how you got the interview. Just as simple as that.
That's how I got the interview. So we ended up getting an interview for this episode with one Richard Hoover. Richard Hoover was the production director, also known as a set designer, for Twin Peaks. And it was as simple as sending him an email.
Well, okay, so that answers that, but did you send everyone an email, or how did you land on this fella?
So I was sitting there watching the series, and just spoiler alert for everybody, this is my first time. You guys have seen it before. Yeah. I'm completely virginal to this.
It'd been a while, and it was almost like rewatching or watching it for the first time, but I knew the aesthetics, and I knew certain things.
This is a hot, fresh experience for me, and I'm all about it. So I was sitting there this past Thursday, in fact, and I had written most of what would be our Twin Peaks episode. This episode that we're doing right now. And I'm watching some episodes, and the end credits come up, and up pops a name, Richard Hoover. I'm like, well, that's crazy. What?
So you chose to single him out just because he had your last name?
Well,
if I saw Wyckoff,
you're telling me if you didn't see second unit producer Dave Tosher, you wouldn't get a little.
No,
curious?
I'd fucking kill myself.
Don't do it. Don't you try, baby. Don't do that. Don't do that. You got a good thing going now. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't try suicide. Nobody's worth it. Don't try suicide. Nobody cares. Don't try suicide. Just gonna hate it. Don't try suicide. Nobody gives a damn.
I was like, well, let me look this guy up, and I started looking up his IMDb and some of his credits and such. And one thing I noticed on his Wikipedia is he was a Midwest boy, went to Knox College even and all that. I was like, wouldn't it be funny if me and this guy were related? So I shot him an email and kind of told him a little bit about our show. Said we'd really love to talk to you about it because one of the biggest things of this show, between the music and the look, is the aesthetics and the visualizations for this show. That is a bit almost to the point that the music and the visuals are characters in and of themselves.
Angelo did a great job with the score. We'll talk about it later.
Oh, you better believe it. But yeah, he was more than happy to make some time for us this evening. We recorded an interview with Mr. Hoover just before we got started recording this, and about a half hour, 45 minutes, you'd say, D?
Yeah.
Of conversation with him, of just how he came to work on the show, the work that went into it, and just the general aesthetics of the show and what have you.
Do you think he chose the pie? Do you think he chose the pie for the show?
No, that feels Lynch. That feels absolutely Lynch.
Because I'm eating pie right now.
I'm eating pie as well. And I'm not going to lie to you. It's a damn good cherry pie.
Doesn't it? I don't think you've ever worked in a situation where there was a craft services. I could be wrong. I haven't.
No.
If it were me in craft services, I want to think that it would be only crudité. That's what I would eat to maintain my figure so I could be on screen.
Yeah.
Because I know you can get pretty lush with the craft services. It's free food.
Yeah.
It's all you can eat, whatever you want.
Yeah.
What would you guys go for?
Cuts of meat. I want to keep my strength up via protein.
I was going to say the only time I've done some volunteer work before, and they've had gondolas and chips and stuff out for us to take a break. That's the closest to craft services I've had.
When I think craft services, I think usually a company was hired that almost exclusively works for Hollywood.
Like Cracked Pepper, they
do.
do all our catering, like they just did for our work event this weekend.
Yeah, that might be.
We
maybe
had,
that
we
is.
had a taco bar.
Oh, nice. It's the best bar there is. Taco bar. You can't beat a taco bar.
Well, there was
Everyone loves
also
it.
an open bar next to the taco bar.
Taco bar, of course, only second to open bar.
We know how to throw a good corporate party.
Mm-hmm.
And then we all went to a basketball game, a rivalry game.
Mm-hmm.
The basketball game formerly known as the War on 74.
It's not a war anymore. Is it more a skirmish?
It's been downgraded to battle. Apparently, war is not a good word to use. And
Conflict.
yeah.
fucked.
Like
So-
the Korean conflict.
Who made that decision?
I have no idea, but we were all talking about it at the event. It's like, I still just have always called it the War on 74. It
That is
rhymes.
the
It's fun.
dumbest fucking decision.
But then on all the ads, it's the battle.
we don't like that. No, you did it because it
And
rhymes.
it's you're an alum, so you have more of a say than I do.
Well, then I'm going to start exerting some power.
Yeah.
Start flexing, would you
I'm
please?
going to flex.
Tell them you and your cousin Richard Hoover are coming down there with pitchforks.
I'm about to flex this pie into my face.
It's going to be good while he reads.
It is not.
So I live.
Did you piss him off?
Did
What
I?
are you talking about?
Did you
With
pi-
what?
No, he's like all this chewing and shit. You're gonna have to edit all around this.
No,
This is
I'm
gonna be
not.
so much more work for you.
No. They're going to hear
I think
it.
you pissed him off.
I'm not going to be able to hear.
Why are you
I can't
why are you
save it
being
all.
such a stick in the mud?
I'm not.
Better stick in the mud than stick up the you-know-where. We just got that thing removed not too long ago,
Yeah, I
right?
still have some splinters.
Those cherries are, they're nice and tart.
They are very tart. I like it very, very much. But this particular episode is a patron pick from our old buddy Corey, aka Boo Cyrus.
We made you a plate, and it's here at the table in your honor.
It's AKA delicious. Come and get it.
Come and get it. Why don't we just dive right in and let's get it cracking. Twin Peaks is a surrealist mystery horror drama that also blended elements of comedy, absurdism, and heavy doses of symbolism, while also tapping into elements of pastoral Americana, pop culture, soap opera tropes, and trauma. Initially running for 2 seasons consisting of 30 episodes, the series would debut on ABC on April 8th of 1990 and come to a close on June 10th of 1991. Your number one song, I've never fucking heard of this.
Okay.
I'll Be Your Everything by Tommy Page.
Oh.
Does that ring any bells?
I guarantee.
Was this one of those ones?
I'm going
I'll
to throw
hear
it
I'm like,
in.
oh, now I
you
know
will
what it is.
recognize what you're hearing right now.
Was this like a early 90s KZ 93.3 jam?
Yeah, it definitely
Then
would
I
have been.
guarantee I've heard it. I just can't think of it.
Yep. It's a no-name artist who didn't hang around with a song that sounds like a million other song titles.
you
but you
think?
will recognize the melody. And the chorus.
Number one movie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Teenage Mutant...
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
It's a Sam Rockwell vehicle.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
And yes, he does dance in it.
He's good.
He's very good. I like him very much. Just a little warning at the top here. This is not a typical episode, but even if it were, this warning would remain. We're not following the typical structure because, having done my research, I feel the real story here is how this show changed TV. However, there is no escaping the fact that we will discuss the show, and plot points will be discussed as well.
Spoilers.
Spoilers! Twin Peaks has been on my list of things to go back to and experience for years, and I'm only just now doing it. So,
Yeah, you had to watch Visionaries and all those other Sky Commandos and that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And
If you want,
before you got to Twin Peaks.
If you want Derek to do something, you just have to be a patron
yeah.
and say, I want it on the show.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're going to get Derek to do something.
I will say our patrons have gotten me out of my comfort zones a little bit, in a good way, in a very good way, to check out things that are new to me or outside of my purview, typically. But Twin Peaks has been that thing I've meant to get back to, but just kept forgetting to get back to.
Why?
I don't have a good reason. or
Why have
reason
you wanted to watch it, though?
because it just, even when it first came out, it seemed cool to me. It looked cool. It looked cool. It looked different.
It looked weird to me as a kid.
We were 7, 8 years old.
I was just about to be 8
when this came out. So
Yeah.
I don't want to sit here and say any of us were like, you know, who I fucking loved at 7 was that David Lynch. I was following his career for the last 4 years of my life. No, you weren't.
No.
It had to be a thing where it's like, I exist in American culture. It was a lot smaller back then. It wasn't so fragmented as it is now.
Mm-hmm.
And as a child, if you remember Twin Peaks, it's just because it was grabbing the nation by storm.
Yeah.
You know,
I saw commercials. That was it.
Yeah, I don't know that I ever thought, oh, this is cool. But like when The Simpsons parodied it, it's like, oh, I have an idea of what this is.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I watched Twin Peaks, but because it was just in the geist so much that, of course, something like The Simpsons would glom on and do something with that.
SNL maybe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. SNL absolutely did stuff with it.
But no, to me, it looked interesting, but when this came along, it caught my interest because it looked different, and there were commercials everywhere and print ads everywhere. So I was always very curious about it, but at the time, we only had one TV.
I first watched the series about 12-ish years ago, maybe a little bit longer. I used to run a thrift store that my brother owned, and we got the whole series in, and I took it home and watched it that way. And I've since acquired the DVD myself of this series, and I think I watched Fire Walk with Me at the time. I found it for free on a website,
and that's a prequel, so it makes sense.
before streaming was ever present. Is when I found it somewhere online and watched it there. But I've never seen the third season.
Yeah, same.
And I would be curious to watch it though. I heard it was critically acclaimed.
Yeah.
So I would watch the third season for sure.
Well,
I
and, like-
busted out a VHS copy, and that actually belonged to my first ex-wife.
And this is or VHS is not Fire Walk with Me. This is the pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the pilot is like essentially a full-fledged movie. And I don't know if you guys went back and watched it the same way I did, but I revisited only the pilot for this episode. Pluto TV, I think, has the entire series.
Okay, I've been watching it all on Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus and Pluto.
I don't have Paramount Plus, but they're in conjunction with Pluto.
Yeah.
And thank God I've got that because I wasn't going to pay for it.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for that shit.
And I don't even want to walk to the other room to get the DVD, you know?
I'm not doing that. Now, as far as like my first exposure to like getting to see it, the off talked about free Cinemax and Market Heights. Fire Walk with Me was on there, and I remember chatting. I'm like, okay, it's Twin Peaks, and I mean at the time I'm like fucking 16, and this is my first I had no idea what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
no
It's a
idea.
prequel, but
It's a
everybody that
prequel
watched
sequel.
it came into it with a bunch of knowledge.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it wasn't a true prequel.
And that movie came out after the season 2 had and they've been canceled.
Immediately.
And I think it was 92 when that came out.
92.
The series was 89,
immediately
90,
went
91.
into production.
And then, yeah.
So, but what I was going to say is no one ever really spoiled it for me. No one ever gave anything away, and we don't necessarily want to do that for you either. So if you've ever had any sort of interest in it and watching it and checking it out, I'm going to say stop listening to this episode and just come back to it another time.
I would take my headphones off, guys.
All right, go get baked.
Take them off.
That said, spoilers abound, and you've been warned. I do want to give a special shout out to Owen Hammer and his channel, Hammered Out. Owen was kind enough to have some discussions with me here and there regarding the show, as well as his 4-part video essay series diving into Twin Peaks, Laura Palmer, Dale Cooper, and the criminals of Twin Peaks. And it was wildly helpful. So I'm going to make sure that there's links when I get you show notes, links to his vids. So I just want to say thank you again to Owen. Owen!
AKA Owen.
Additionally, plot point, as far as diving in, we're mostly going to focus on season 1 and season 2. Obviously, Fire Walk with Me will be brought up. There will be a mention of Twin Peaks: The Return, but I almost feel like both of those deserve, at least Fire Walk with Me deserves its own episode because of how in-depth that was and how polarizing it was at the time. But we are going to touch on certain aspects of it. I just mostly want to stick to the TV aspect, and especially what this did moving forward once it debuted and once it went away. Set in the fictional town of Twin Peaks, located in the Pacific Northwest, the driving force for the series arrives almost immediately when local fisherman Pete Martell, played by Lynch mainstay Jack Nance, he was the titular Eraserhead, discovers the naked body of local teen and homecoming queen Laura Palmer, played by Cheryl Lee, wrapped in plastic. Sheriff Harry...
Pretty good, Martell.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to say I've been driving Shauna absolutely crazy.
What? I'm going to drive her to grow her hair back.
Like I've been coming up to her with a damn fine cup of coffee you got here.
She's like, get the fuck away
She's
from
like,
me.
she's
Is she watching it with you?
What's that?
Is she watching it with you?
No, but
So,
she
yeah.
But she knows I've been and she watched it.
Oh, okay.
She watched it and she liked it back in the day. She thought it was weird and trippy, but like I'll walk up to her and like I'll grab her butt
and dance like a dwarf.
I was like, that's a damn fine ass you got in those shorts. Then I'll reach up, damn fine breasts too.
can't imagine why she's annoying.
When you guys get married?
We have fun, damn it. Her and I have a lot of
You
fun.
have fun.
Yeah.
She has fun.
Okay. All right.
She has
She
fun,
comes
too.
crying to Dustin and I all the time.
I don't believe that for a
about what's
fucking
happening at
second.
the house.
He's a madman. He's a madman.
She turns into Don Knotts,
Yes.
and so we calm her down.
going well.
We calm her down until she's Mr. Roper, and then we send her back.
Sheriff Harry S. Truman, played by Michael Ontkin, begins an investigation, but soon another teen, Ronette Pulaski, is discovered, injured, and in a dissociated state, crossing the state line. The goings-on have now become a matter for the FBI. Enter Agent Dale Cooper, played by Kyle MacLachlan. Once on the scene and after examining Laura's body, Cooper discovers a small typed letter under Laura's fingernail, which connects her murder to a similar case of a South Washington girl the year prior.
Now, it's not a folded up letter to, like, Dear Mom, I'm
no.
at summer camp.
Yeah, it's not like a
Dear
8x11 piece of paper.
Camp's going great.
It's a singular letter.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to clear that up for the listeners.
That makes sense.
Because otherwise, they got some serious origami going on over there in Twin Peaks.
It's like when the magician's nephew pulls a big long, like a handkerchief out of a thing. It's like that.
Or like the guy, Jacoby, pulling a ping pong ball out of his mouth. Like,
Oh, yeah.
From Papa Roach. that
He
guy?
does the
No.
yes, Jacoby from Papa Roach.
That's the only one I know.
Russell Tamblyn. Amber David Cross's father-in-law.
You're right. It is. It's Amber
with his
Tamlin's.
sweet ass blue and red glasses.
Amber Tamblyn, I believe, our age, maybe a year or two younger.
David Cross, very old.
Oh, I think he's 60, 61. And then, but Russ Tamblyn, probably north of 80, 85.
He was old in this series.
He's 40 plus when he had a baby.
Good for him. Let's see. This potentially signified that the killer in both cases may in fact be from Twin Peaks.
Well, let me ask you this: they're looking at every possible angle and suspect to try to figure out who killed Laura Palmer.
Yes.
And I think the original idea was that you would never find out.
Yes.
But so I guess what I'm asking is, like, do all of these different ways, because it's been a while since I've seen the whole series, every angle, does it tie into something? Does that, in the first episode, the letter that they find under the nail, does that come back to something?
Yes.
Is it all tied in?
yes.
These are questions.
It's just questions.
It's like
questions.
Lost. There
Just
were
asking
definitely
questions.
some red herrings and some
Oh, yeah.
things that were left not wrapped up.
That was my next sentence. I feel like this was the Lost of the time. Lost grab a nation. I never saw it, but
Love it. I've watched it multiple times.
But like, I think everyone says, but season 3, what the fuck's going on? Like,
Yeah.
I think it was kind of known that
yeah.
those guys didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And this is the first series that David Lynch worked on. Did David Lynch know what was going
Right.
on? I mean, he might have just wanted to make
Yes and
something
no.
cool for TV. And it's like, oh, you want me to make like how many more? Like, this is a phenomenon. You got to make fucking 20 of these a year. Like, well, that's way more than I thought I was ever going to do.
Here you go, Mark Frost. You have fun.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm going to go kick rocks.
Poor fucking guy.
I'm out, motherfucker.
So I didn't know if, like, I feel like David Lynch didn't know where this thing was going, and so every episode with all these different interesting angles that they were taking on how to solve this thing, did it add up to anything? I thought the answer was kind of no, but maybe it wasn't.
I think the answer is yes and no.
Okay.
But from here, Cooper and we, the audience, become privy to Laura Palmer's diary, wherein we learn the homecoming queen was leading quite the double life. She was cheating on her boyfriend, football captain Bobby Briggs, played by Dana Ashbrook, with biker James Hurley, James Marshall. Boy, that guy looks pensive the whole time, doesn't he?
This is the biker guy?
Yeah.
With his little spiky short
With his
hair.
little Corey Hart spiky hair.
Yes, Corey Hart. Yes, yes.
He's the Jamie Walters of Twin Peaks. How do you talk to Laura Palmer? Like, you know, he's playing a guitar, singing to the girl.
Is it In the Heights? Or
Well, wait. The show was the show
Heights.
was The Heights.
oh,
What was he a solo act, or was the name of
The
his
guy-
band also The Heights?
Well,
I always
yes.
get the two confused.
And he got his start on 90210.
And his name's Jamie Walters, and he put out a solo
Yeah.
called In the Heights.
with Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh, he's good too, isn't
Oh,
he?
he's very good.
He takes like who you think would be in a role, fucking flips it on
Flips
its head,
it.
and then rap.
Yeah. What's that about?
Couldn't be less interested in seeing Hamilton. Could not be less fucking interested in seeing that shit.
There with you.
I've
do
I've
not
watched
understand
it a
the
couple
phenomenon
times
with
and
it.
listened to it more than that.
Like if
Not like our friend Blake Clayton, who got obsessed
Blake
with it and
got
went and saw it
obsessed.
live. I've only watched it on Disney Plus a couple times.
here's the thing, like if Hamilton is a gateway for you to appreciate stage theater, great.
Sure,
I love
yeah.
that.
Knock yourself out.
I was already a fan.
I'm already a fan of like stage plays and theater. I didn't need Hamilton. It's not for me. It's for other people. That's
Jamie
great.
Walters got me into stage theater.
Yeah.
He's whatever he does is good.
Oh, it's great.
And he had a pompadour too, right?
Yeah,
have
he
a
did.
Pompadour. He had a kick-ass 90s pompadour.
But they could have been in the band together, you know, but that's just too much pensive machismo.
Yeah.
Too much pensive machismo. That's exactly it.
The fuck were we talking about?
I think you're going through some characters.
Basic plot of season 1. She was prostituting herself with the help of all-around pieces of shit, such as trucker Leo Johnson and drug dealer Jacques Renault, who is part of the Renault crime family with his brother Earl. And they're responsible for moving cocaine from Canada over the U.S. border by way of footballs, no doubt.
Gerard Renault. Sounds like a Frenchman, a Canadian.
Yeah.
By way of Quebec.
And a pimp, it turns out.
Oh, yeah.
They do say...
Wait, you mean like the bad pimp, right? Like,
Is there a good pimp?
where's my money? Pimp like Pimp Daddy. Like, man,
Pimp
I'm
my
smooth.
ride.
Pimp my ride, like Exhibit.
But that ends up bad sometimes.
They say that pimping ain't easy.
That's not.
I bet it's kind of easy, right?
They're not turning the tricks.
They just show up with like a...
They're just getting
like
paid for it.
a roll of quarters in their fists and like a big feather
And a sweet
in their hat.
feathered hat. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
Oh, I
just
thought
gonna
you
say
meant
a sweet
to
feathered
tickle
hat.
the guys.
Maybe a
to pay
cane.
'em.
That's how he gets people to pay him. Tickles them.
Tickle, tickle, tickle.
And then if
All right,
that
all
doesn't
right, all
work,
right.
then you shoot them.
That's
you plug
right.
them in the gut. You give them the Paul
You want the
Davis.
tickle.
No.
You want the
no,
tickle.
no. You shoot him below the kneecap, then it's it's just an assault charge, not a
Yeah,
felony.
yeah. You can't be tried for attempted homicide.
I'm gonna take your middle toe.
Yeah. Shoot him in like the foot or the shin.
Footprints in the sand.
Above the
gonna be
knee, it's a
weird
felony.
looking.
Who sang that song? Is that the Bengals?
Belinda Carlisle.
Oh, that Circles in the Sand?
What about Sandcastles in the Sky?
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a very good one.
Jean Renault sung that.
Jacques Renault
Jacques
sung it. In time, her father, businessman and hotelier Leland, played by Ray Wise, suffers a nervous breakdown. Boy, that was a scene.
I would love to sit down
Over
and
her
hang
murder.
out with Ray Wise.
Right?
That guy looks like such a fucking maniac. I bet he's the chillest dude ever. I bet that guy's chill as
He's
shit.
got to be cooler than the other side of the pillow, but he is a nut bar.
Did you watch
between Twin Peaks and Swamp Thing?
Fresh off the boat, he played the neighbor, and he had
did
this
he?
like super young trophy wife, and he's like this old retired guy in like Hawaiian shirts.
He's very nearly George Hamilton.
yeah.
God
Right?
damn it, dude!
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop screaming at me.
New
first of all.
England Hamilton.
You're fucking blowing my mind, man. Because him and his partner Ben Cooper, I was thinking about this today. I'm like, boy, you really have like some George Hamilton adjacent men in this movie. Very tan and well coiffed, and
Yeah.
you know,
He's an interesting looking cat.
he was
And
intimidating.
he gets some really bizarre roles, but Ray Wise is he's and he's still doing it. He's out there still doing it.
He's awesome.
He's in the Tim and Eric movie.
He was on the Tim and Eric show.
Yeah.
Great job. What a great success. Oh, he's crazy.
I'm thinking about the shrimp.
Scrims.
Sounds like you're saying shrimp. Don't put that in the show.
Shrimp. Let's see. Yeah, he suffers.
He's missing his middle toe.
He encountered that badass bill.
Yeah. Who knew the difference between an assault and a felony? Laura's best friend Donna Hayward, played by a young Laura Flynn Boyle, begins a relationship with James. Laura's nearly identical cousin Maddie Ferguson comes to stay with Laura's parents Leland and Sarah and begins to try to solve Laura's murder with Donna and James.
She's different because she's brunette.
Yes, and glasses.
All glasses,
This is
but
the Clark Kent of it all.
They're not always being worn.
Not always. Leading to Laura's psychiatrist, Dr. Lawrence Jacoby, to be suspected, as he was obsessed with her, but he ends up cleared. As the season continues and all of us continue to ask who killed Laura Palmer, the series begins to go down the rabbit hole of surrealism, more so as we, the viewer, by way of our avatar, Agent Dale Cooper, begin to see just how seedy the underbelly of the picturesque Twin Peaks really can be. And we even experience Cooper's dreams with him. We learn that Leland's partner, Ben Horn, is trying everything he can to snatch the land that the town's main source of industry and backbone of its economy, the Packard sawmill, owned by widow Josie Packard, and founded by her late husband, Andrew, and managed by her sister-in-law, Catherine Martell, that's Pete's wife, in order to build a new development project called Ghostwood. Also, Pete and Catherine are totally fucking. Meanwhile, Horn's daughter Audrey, played by Cheryl Lynn Fenn.
Yeah, I had to look up how old she was when this was filmed.
I didn't look at all.
Good for you. A classmate of Laura's has become infatuated with Cooper and begins spying on her father in an attempt to gain favor with the agent. We are first introduced to the otherworldly representations of good and evil during a dream Cooper is having, where he meets a one-armed man named Mike, who reveals to him that Laura's killer is the denim-clad, feral, similar entity that embodies evil and death, Bob.
And this is just a dream. But it turns
just
out,
a dream he
It
has.
turns out a lot of this comes into play, making Twin Peaks a supernatural story.
Yes.
Which it doesn't always allude to that in the beginning.
Not in
It's
the
just
very
quirky
beginning.
characters in a quirky
Yeah.
place.
A little quirky and a lot of
But
damn
then it's
fine
like,
coffee.
oh, there's some supernatural shit happening here.
Well, and we end up being introduced to so Hawk, one of the deputies, the Native American deputy, and Sheriff Harry S. Truman pull Cooper aside, and they reveal to him the idea of the Bookroom Boys, and it's basically this. I may have messed up the name. I'm sorry, but it's this secret society that's more or less of men in the town and people in town that are trying to protect the town, and they even say this is a wonderful town, but there's an evil in these woods, and we have to protect this town from it.
It's like
so
Derry.
kinda. So,
But these guys, these bookroom guys, I don't remember this part of the show.
Yeah.
They're not Native American guys, are they?
No,
because it feels like a Native American thing.
just Hawk is Deputy Hawk.
One of the police
is a
officers,
native.
yes,
is a
okay,
Native
yes.
American. So it's you end up getting this angle to it, where it's like, okay, there's people in town that acknowledge that there is something otherworldly in this place, and that there's evil out there, and it's connected, and we have to protect this town. Which I wasn't expecting that. I went into the show with no expectations aside from it's David Lynch, it's going to be quirky, there's some horror,
And
some
it ends
drama.
up being like Ernest Goes to Camp.
No, it's almost beat for beat. It's a total ripoff.
How?
They ain't gonna get this camp.
Dustin, how far did you get in the second season? Because you went for a full rewatch practically.
I've only in the first third of the second season.
Okay.
Because
so
yeah,
you're
like,
about where the murder is solved.
Just about.
And then, Derek, where are you? Because you said this is your first watch.
I am in season 2 right now.
Okay, gotcha.
And I think I halfway through episode 2 of season 2, or I might be on the season or episode 3.
This is the most watching I think either of you have done in preparation for an episode. These are a lot of
I'm
episodes.
gobbling this
These are
up.
45-minute episodes.
Big
you guys are
Ed's
watching.
wife is a teenager again.
I haven't gotten to that part yet.
Well, you don't
we're
even
gonna-
know what that means.
We're going to throw it to the interview here. But the end of season 2 gets real bad.
Oh, I do know that for a fact.
It gets real bad. If I remember anything, it's that there is a hard stop on this show.
Yeah. And I messed up. It's the Bookhouse Boys. I'm sorry, I should say.
The Bunkhouse Boys.
That's something else
Either
altogether.
acceptable.
But no, we are also first introduced to a dwarf in a red business suit who would come to be known as several names for him: the man from another place, the arm, or the little man from another place, or as I'm sure was in People magazine, God knows what else at the time, LMFAP. LMFAP. Hell of a website. Who speaks in backwards coded speak using cryptic messages to Cooper, which then prompts the agent to begin trying to decode the meaning as he believes it will lead him to solving the case.
One of his nicknames was the Arm.
Yes.
So, like, Good Mike's arm that he lost is this little fella. Is that what they're presupposing? 'Cause you said the Good Mike entity was a one-armed guy.
He is a one-armed man.
So is the
now,
little guy
as
the
of
arm?
right now, that's my assumption. Like, did he lose his arm and it turned into
a guy with a
this,
suit?
It's like Fantasia with the Sorcerer's Apprentice when
Yeah.
they chop up that broom and it turns into little brooms.
Or when the magician's
Keep going.
magician's nephew again.
I love it.
This is what I was going to say.
You gonna say it? I'm glad.
C.S. Lewis ran out of gas.
I'm glad you did. Cooper and the sheriff's department go on to find this one-armed man in the real world, a traveling shoe salesman named Philip Gerard. And as it turns out, Gerard knows a Bob. He is a vet that happens to treat Renault's pet bird, a fact that Cooper interprets as Renault being the killer.
Did they make a movie like that? Where a guy exists in the real world and people come up to him all the time and like, you're the guy in my dream. Is it a Nick Cage movie?
I think it's a Nick Cage movie, and he keeps showing up in people's dreams.
And he doesn't know that
And he
he's
has
the
no
guy.
idea. He's like, I don't know what you're
But
talking
like
about.
this Mike guy, wouldn't that be fucking crazy? You're dreaming of a guy you've never met before.
Yeah.
And then you go down to Hy-Vee and there he is in the self-checkout.
That's the guy.
That'd be fucking nuts.
Yeah.
That would blow my mind.
I just know the Will Ferrell one, Stranger Than Fiction, where he hears Emma
This is-
Thompson narrating.
This is a
his
way
life.
newer movie.
Yeah.
But it's like,
last 40
it's like
years
some
or so.
guy who keeps. It's like the NyQuil guy. Is that what it's called? You know, remember the NyQuil or the Benadryl guy?
What?
It's an ongoing. It's a thing where it's like if you have too much Benadryl, people like see.
It's like a sleep paralysis demon.
Yes, the Benadryl like sleep paralysis demon. Like maybe that's kind of in theory what
Bob
it is. Or what
Bob or
Nicolas
Mike
Cage
is, or
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. Or the arm.
I've never heard. Or the arm.
It's like think of the Undertaker. It's like that. He's got like a big brim hat.
I've never.
You
never
got to
heard of
stop
the-
making fun of the Native Americans. you got to
I've
stop. doing
never heard of the Benadryl Man.
it. Oh no,
That might be a.
We're
fun
gonna do
little
a
rabbit hole.
Patriot episode about him.
No, we're not.
we're doing a first
I'm the
Friday.
Benadryl
about it.
man. I'm the Benadryl man.
Today I learned the Benadryl man is handicapped, thereby being fair game for Dustin to make fun of him.
Oh, Dustin, that's bad form.
It's a real bad juju,
Bad
buddy.
form.
I'm just gonna
buddy.
eat my donut.
Real bad
Yeah.
juju, buddy.
Real bad juju. I don't like that at all. Cooper attempts to lure Renault across the Canadian border into America in order to arrest him, but Renault ends up shot and is thus hospitalized. Leland learns of this and subsequently sneaks into the hospital and smothers the injured man, killing him. Meanwhile, Horn attempts to have the sawmill burned down by Leo Johnson with the intent of trapping Catherine inside and killing her, and even has Leo gunned down by recently paroled Hank Jennings. In an effort to cover his tracks, at the season's end, Coop returns to his hotel room after Renault's arrest, only to be shot by an unknown assailant. That is the end of season 1.
Plugged in the gut.
And on that note, we're going to go ahead and kick to our interview with Richard Hoover now. And I feel like that is going to help feed into the rest of the episode. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for this episode, we have a very special treat. We have managed to get an interview with the production designer for Twin Peaks, Mr. Richard Hoover. Some of his accolades include winning the 1999 Tony for Best Scenic Design for Not About Nightingales. He has also worked in such movies as It Takes Two, Prime Target, Girl Interrupted, and even received an Emmy Award for the 2002 television film Live from Baghdad. But we asked him here tonight because he was the production director for Twin Peaks. So please give a big Yesterdaze welcome to Mr. Richard Hoover. Woo! Richard, how you doing tonight, sir?
I'm very good. I'm very good. We're happy to talk and say hi, and it's good to meet you and all the folks there.
So, Richard, I think the first question I want to ask is, what led you to working with David Lynch on Twin Peaks? How did that come together?
Well, I knew Mark Frost. I actually worked with Warren Frost in theater in Minneapolis, and I was a student of Warren's a little bit. And then I had seen the pilot of Twin Peaks, and then I contacted Mark to say hello. That was pretty neat. What a weird show. And they were just gotten picked up to do the first season. And so at that point, then I was hired, and I met David. We kind of got going because we didn't have a lot of time. And then the visual themes were based on the pilot, based in the Northwest, the wood, the wet weather, the rain that seems to fall all the time, the mysterious woods, and mixed with the persistent presence of donuts and things like that, and kind of silliness at the same time, which was fun to do. And I think part of David's sense of humor, and I think at some points it's a real mystery, and at other points it's a satire on soap opera in a way, because it had a very soap opera-y angle for teenage romance back in the kind of 50s or whatever era it was supposed to be in. It was trying to be, it kind of played around with the word retro things.
Absolutely.
Straight arrow things, like the FBI agent.
And I'm reminded of how much David talked about the music and talked about setting up scenes.
Yes.
He seemed to be very much a director that just went with his gut and went with his heart, what he was feeling. And he would often tell people, this is the feel I want you to create.
Yeah.
Would he do that? Did you get a pretty long leash as far as like design?
Yeah, I think we did. I think we got a long leash. We were very clear with the feel. Mm-hmm. I think we had a lot of the script right out of the bat, and of course we were watching the we heard the music, which is so dreamy, so
yeah.
wonderful, really amazing, kind of non-music in a way,
Yeah.
and rhythmic, and it kind of for me, the kick in the door with the opening and the saw, and all of that was so magical and really just factual but magical, and but in terms of what we were doing, we had so much to do. We kind of we're in touch. We were kind of replicating or not, and then tweaking and moving things around, and then basing it on a visit to the Seattle area and up in the mountains, and going from there. We weren't in meetings with him that much. We were there saying hello. There were other directors showing up. And in the first building process, we had like 6 weeks to get it going. So it was like 2 construction crews and 2 stages off in Van Nuys and an old warehouse near the Van Nuys airport, which everyone wonders about. Where did you shoot it? And say, well, I said, well, we shot it in LA, but we used locations that would be anywhere near a pine tree.
Right. Well, it definitely comes through aesthetically speaking, because just the exterior shots alone, it really was unlike anything you had really seen.
I agreed, and I agreed, and really caught us up too in it, and it's kind of then the nature of the shot. What's the second 3, 4, 5 shots? What into an episode? What's strange? What are we watching? There's sort of an observant camera, a wide angle, a wide view camera, especially outside, but also inside. You're sort of looking at things, and then you're also maybe drawn into them through character. Character draws you in, I think.
Oh, for sure.
More than environment in film, but character is why we watch humans as opposed to, we like watching dogs, but anyway, we watch human. These were not extremely expensive sets and not outrageous, and also limited by the limitations of space that we had. And but for me, it was fun. It was my first time doing a series or getting near a series. This is a different animal in the sense that you're prepping, shooting, wrapping all at the same time, and you're kind of always, once you get going, you got to get going on this next episode, and there's not much of a break between them. We were shooting 7 days completely, and probably 2 days outside, and the rest of it on set. So those 2 days, you have to get the script, get it down, get it broken down, find out where you are, get the scenes detailed, and get it to the departments. Well, that meant, the prop department was prepping as well as somebody had to be on maintaining on set. So it's an overlapping workload. I guess in the beginning, the first season, we breathed a sigh once we got the first day of shooting going, but then quickly realized we had another little movie to make. The little one I just did, for example, we used key locations, and we doubled up a lot of things so we could be in one spot for a week, which really helped the low budget nature of it.
This is Jason. IMDb and Wikipedia are my best friends. And you think it might be these 2 guys sitting at the table. It's not. Those apps are my best friends.
Well, I'm hurt.
I'm looking through it, and I mean, just a large number of high-profile projects you've been involved with. I don't know if anything has had a cultural grip like the flash in the pan that was Twin Peaks. You're 30 episodes in, 30 episodes out. It's over a span of a year and a half, 2 years. It really does grip the nation. What projects are you asked about more than Twin Peaks, if at all?
Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
I mean, I got flown to Poland last November because they're doing a Lynch thing at Kamery in Turin, Poland, and I've got a fellow who has a gallery in Italy that wants to do a show, and drawings which I don't have because David took them, but because they were our property, and but yeah, I get asked a lot, quite a lot in the past, but now a little more. It's okay.
It's okay.
Good filmmaking, and really great a period of learning how to work and to make design films. I guess it was Thursday nights, go over to watch the episode at a bar on La Brea and in Hollywood, and that was one to kind of get into it. We never really didn't have enough time to do screenings, so that's where we saw it on TV.
That's cool.
So you got to you kind of got to experience it the way the rest of America was experiencing it.
Totally, yeah. It was fun, and then we'd also chuckle because we knew things. But anyway, so we didn't know this. We didn't know the truth, whatever that meant. But and also, I wonder if there was any. But anyway, it's all that wonderful strangeness that he brought into the world, and was exciting, and kind of coming out of his deep love of meditation and the internal nature of hidden secrets within the normal world, know, and very, very much his world, and then the humor, the funny things, I can't remember her name, but the lady with the putting cotton on the curtain rods.
Oh, yeah, Nadine and her obsession.
Nadine. Oh, my God, Nadine. Yeah,
oh,
I go,
man.
Holy cow,
I have found myself... I found myself laughing at, because going into this episode, it was, to me, it was the show that always seemed cool. Cool kids were watching that. And at the time, I only had one TV in the house, so there was no way in hell I was going to convince my baby boomer father and my late or very early Gen X boring stepmother to try something new called Twin Peaks. They were very happy watching Cheers on Thursday nights.
Yeah,
Nothing against Cheers.
Yeah. My parents were as well, but I forced them to watch Twin Peaks, and my dad said, "Well, we're really proud of you, Richard. But what the hell was that about?"
But he led with, "We're proud of you," and that's what matters. Damn it,
that's fine. That worked for me. It's fine. So if I could, what was I doing with my life? And then I'm wondering about that now. But then it was like, it was all very chancy. It still is, and I had a drive to do it. There was more ability to feel like playing, and I'm trying to recover that somehow. And I think for me as a person, if you have some place to wrap your heart around it, then it's okay to do it. If you can't wrap your heart around it, try not to do it, because you'll bump into the wall at some point and wonder why you're there. But that's a lucky thing to be in. I've been lucky to occasionally get some of those things, some of those projects.
One of your projects that I enjoyed quite a bit was 42, the Jackie Robinson baseball movie. I am a huge lover of sports films in general, but specifically period piece sports films of the past, and that stood out to me while watching it, was just how easily I was transported back to that time and how real and warm it felt. So you say you mostly hear about Twin Peaks. I wanted to at least shine a little bit on another project that you've done that I've watched many times.
Well, it's very classical and direct, and that Brian Helgeland writes that way on sometimes, besides when he writes film noir, which is his other world. But that was a baseball as a classic event filmically, and so we had to reference a lot of photos that existed, and the environments were around it all were very real and warm and part of that world. I have to bow down to the visual effects group that put together everything finally in the end, because the stadiums do not exist that way. And we had to do some fancy work to get we used one old stadium in Chattanooga to do 5 different bits and pieces of games.
Okay.
But we never did a full game. It wasn't like the full game. It was like parts. And so that analysis and that search was very fun for us. We made 3D wireframe models that we could give to visual effects to build, paint over, and add detail for Ebbets Field and Shibe and the other ones, the other few, there's Cincinnati and Pittsburgh, and then the Polo Grounds, and then I learn, you're learning things like, oh my God, there were 3 baseball teams in New York.
Yeah.
Amazing, but visually very classic and bright and hopeful in that sense, I think.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Famously, Frank Silva, the fella who played the infamous Bob or Feral Bob, depending on what you call him, he was from what I understand, he was a set dresser, and his whole role as Bob, it started with a gaffe. Bob was in, I can't remember what episode it was, but he happened to be in a mirror in the shot above Sarah Palmer. He kept it in, and from there, that's where Bob came from. Now,
Bob, that's true. Yeah.
Did Frank, being a set designer, did he then work under you? And then it's like, well, Bob.
No, he was in that all happened in the pilot.
Oh, okay.
And then he became, when they wrote him into the script after that. He wasn't on my crew.
Okay.
And I don't know why. I mean, we didn't, initially we didn't know he was. It was not explained too much that he was a on-set dresser or whatever, or prop person. But it was funny, and I think it's like that stuff happens, and it was and then he has such a character,
oh yeah,
right there and everything. It was really perfect, and I think Lynch loved discovering things, and ideas would come in and within whatever framework, and take us out of the framework into darker spots or lighter spots, and wasn't afraid of that, and so I think that's where Bob came from, and and this whole sense of it, something's moving around underneath everything.
Yeah.
Not to mention human corruption, but human corruption's in bed with the devil,
Yeah. Yeah.
And whatever the devil is, and the devil's invading the brain of the FBI agent and other people. And then there's hormones, and then there's money, and then there's whatever. I love that they allowed that to happen.
Yeah, that was a very happy accident that just became integral to the show, but just very cool. There's a term for when somebody has a feeling of nostalgia for a time and a place they've never lived in. It's called animia. And for some reason, it gives me a weird sense of animia. Some of those shots, and some of those sets, and just the way they were filmed and the way they were lit. The whole team, but you especially as the production director, you really created something very special.
I agree. It's a sort of something inside of us that these environments echoed because of the way they shot it. I think you can walk through the sets and not feel that physically, but when they're shooting it, kind of you're observing it. I also think that's the phenomenology of film, where you're able to be outside and inside. The question, like, if you watch The Revenant, you need the sky behind him a lot. You need the sunlight coming down behind him. You need the rawness of the environment to experience his pain. And, we did Jesse James, we were doing, everything was backlit. In a way. So, but that became iconic and internalized, and sort of like your time on Earth, you're witnessing something that's intrinsic to the human experience that's kind of going through the ages in a way, and it's just inside. It's like I think the film sometimes it makes you more aware of that than walking down the street. I think great artists can see things like that because they know how to see, and they focus on seeing things, whether it's light and shadow or shapes or whatever. And I'm jealous of that talent. Anyway,
I appreciate the work you put into the show, and I know it's a team effort, but I mean, it's amazing. I do want to end things between us with one funny little, almost surreal Dickensian sort of anecdote. When this all started and I reached out to Richard, I threw out the idea of committing to a bit that, we have the same last name. Let's pretend that you're my long-lost third cousin.
I am, probably.
Well, yeah, as it turns out, Richard may indeed be my long-lost third cousin. That's something. So,
Are you Richard's father?
Yeah.
Well,
the great great grandfather of Judson, and I don't know how, is a man named Rick. I'm going to scan this booklet my dad wrote.
I got to
send it to you.
Yeah.
But his name is Richard Proudfoot Hoover, and I was named after him.
What was that middle name?
Middle name Proudfoot. So I guess that's English. And I always thought it was Indian, but it's English. But he was out of Council Bluffs and the west side, and then I don't know all the detail, but I think it's in this booklet.
My part of the family tree is a little more unseemly.
Okay, well, when you start peeling it away, you find out sorts of things. So it's very fascinating.
This has been very fascinating and a little bit surreal as well. So I do hope
it is. But I've had other stories. I have to tell you, I'll tell everybody. I got a call when I was in L.A. from a young woman that said, "Hi, are you my father?" Oh, and I went, "No. Are you a policeman?" I said, "No. I said, well, I'm looking for my father. He's a policeman in L.A." Well, I don't know how to help you, but I'll if I find out anything, I'll send it to you. And that was amazing, and sort of like out of the blue.
Yeah. It's a terrifying phone call.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could tell you right now, there's no way. Whatever.
Even if we aren't related, if you ever find yourself coming back through Galesburg, we'll go to Judy's Pancakes and we'll get some pancakes.
I should. I mean, every time I've gone there, the buildings look smaller than I remember.
Well, I do want to thank you again for making some time for us tonight, and I really do hope you and I stay in contact. It would be interesting
we will. And just send me emails, everybody.
Hey, Richard, thank you so much for being generous with your time. It's a real pleasure to hear some of your stories. I tell you, I found you very easily on IMDb, so if people are interested in what Richard's working on next, it can be found right there.
I'm looking. We want to, I don't know. I love doing it. I also love doing theater when I can. And
it's awesome. Big thank you again to Richard Hoover for making some time for us, and I'm sure there will be updates as to whether or not Richard and I figure out we are actually related. I don't think I made the interview, but I was sitting here while you told him you were going to mail him some of your blood. What does that even look like? What? Like what? My blood?
Is it going to be in vials, or are you just smearing it on notebook paper?
Yeah.
Oh, how would I deliver the blood?
Yeah, how I mean, I assume you're expecting him to test it in some fashion.
Put it in a yonder pouch.
Is that what you're going to do? You're going to put your blood in a yonder pouch?
The fuck else would I put it in?
Seal it up. It'll be protected.
If
He's
you know
got
the
key.
If you know a better way.
I always go, when I want to transport something and I don't want it to leak, I always reach for the freezer pack of Ziploc.
You may be onto something.
It turns colors when they.
That's how
they're
you
sealed.
know that it's properly sealed.
That's when it's cold. Yeah, that's how you know. The mountains turn blue.
I love you guys. That is it as far as a full plot synopsis is concerned in regards to season 1. And do you guys know the origins of how Twin Peaks came to be? Because
I watched the video you sent us.
I had completely forgotten that they covered within, I think, within the last year and a half, they did a Twin Peaks episode. So I got that out to you guys because, like, in my search, because I can't tell you how many things, especially once I started searching Twin Peaks in my YouTube, it changed my algorithm.
There's no shortage
instantly.
But we're different because we got Hoover.
Yeah,
that's why we're different.
that's why you're different. So that popped back up, and I sat down and watched it, and I loved it, and I've enjoyed it before. Producer Greg, is a massive Twin Peaks fan, so of course we committed to a bit in that
We consumed calories.
We consumed calories and caffeine.
I find that it was unnecessary to do it.
Remember when you used to have fun?
It wasn't integrated into the show as much as I thought it would be. I'm just full of calories now.
Yeah, you're welcome. Did you have fun doing it? Was it delicious?
You know what? Honestly, the coffee wasn't bad.
Yeah?
I'm not really a coffee guy. I don't know if this is going to turn me into a coffee guy.
Yeah.
But it gave me a reason to drink out of my Pyrex Spring Blossom mugs.
See? Damn fine cup of coffee.
Let's talk about. You want to talk about that character?
Damn fine. Dale Cooper? Absolutely. We can dive into the genesis of the series here in a minute. My favorite character is our POV character, our avatar of the audience. I love Kyle MacLachlan's Dale Cooper.
Yeah.
Absolutely love him. Just his look, that straight arrow, slicked hair, and
That's how
When
Richard
he wakes up, though, it's like sticking straight up.
oh my god,
looks like alfalfa.
Yeah.
That's how Richard Hoover described it, as a straight arrow, and that's a pretty accurate description of the character.
just a stalwart man with a mission. And I'm going to do the right thing. And
Always talking into his tape recorder, but how do those tapes get delivered?
I know.
Well, that's a great theory, though, right? Like, he isn't really an FBI guy, or he's just a crazy person. Yeah, I think he's always talking to Diane. Like, it's like on Cheers when you're talking about Maris, his wife, or whatever phrase. And you never see Maris, you never hear from her.
Yeah.
Is Diane even real? Is this some weird fever dream of a guy who just slicked his hair back?
But the crazy thing is, like I said, I'm going into season 2 now, and he's doing the tape recorder thing for Diane, and he's thanking her for the copies of Flesh World being delivered.
Right.
And he's thanking her for like earplugs and stuff. So I think it's just a Lynchism.
Yeah.
It's just a weird little
We're not
quirky
gonna
thing.
explain it, just
We're not
accept
going to
it.
explain it.
That's
Just
better.
accept
Yeah, I
that
don't wanna
he's doing
know.
this. And
Yeah.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I just love that our first shot of him, he's driving the car. Diane driving down, it describes where he's driving and what the weather is, and talking about the lamplighter inn. And
I think he's just like a crazy guy.
he is a little crazy because he talks about Tibet and ways of thinking and sussing out evidence.
He has weird dreams.
Yeah. Your favorite chewing gum is coming back in the style. Don't know if I told you.
That's your favorite chewing gum. It's Big Red, right? You got Big Red.
No, I'm a juicy fruit guy, but it doesn't last long enough.
Juicy fruit, the taste is gonna move ya.
Now, you seem like a Fruit Stripes guy to me.
I'm not.
Oh, that lasts even less.
I'm not.
Yeah.
It's a little too finite.
The flavor's gone as soon as you get it out of the package.
Yeah. It's like,
It's gone.
Me? Bazooka Joe.
you're a Bazooka Joe man.
You like cutting the insides of your cheeks up, huh?
Well, I've lost a lot of back teeth as a result of Bazooka Joe, but I have all the comics.
Okay. I'm sure that was
Okay,
worth
what
it.
I just did there, that's a Dale Cooperism that I just love. It's just
Thumbs up.
his thumbs
Yeah,
up,
it's
man.
like the old westerns. The white cowboy, not white skin, but he wears white clothes. That's
Yeah.
the good guy. There's no
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
And the bad guy wears the black clothes.
Yeah.
That's Dale Cooper.
Yes.
he's
the good guy.
There's no question.
It's sunny disposition, and we're gonna solve this case, and complimentary like about the whole town.
Well-mannered.
He's amazed by the town. He's well mannered. he's a good dude.
Thank you.
You guys both did it. I didn't want to be left.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, let him do it. Let him cough a little
Hey,
bit.
have some fun. Have some coughing.
1, 2, 3, come on. We got DJ Cool and Duck Get Fresh. Rock it to the beat, cause we are the best. We got Chucky Fresh and Biz Marquee. Rock it to the beat and the place to be. We got Biz Marquee and DJ 20. So hit me with the horns and make that money. Let me see those hands again.